Hey guys, Darrell Addison at torpedopont.com. Darrell Addison at torpedopont.com. I'm going to teach you a very important lesson today. I'm going to teach you how to harvest your food. Now, to show you how we're so trained in the agricultural system, I want to challenge you. When do you harvest your food? I want you to ask your question, when do you harvest your food? Think about it. All right, first of all, we're not talking about the growing stages. We're talking about when do you harvest edible food? Do you harvest it when at the end of its growth cycle, the middle of its growth cycle, the beginning of its growth cycle? Well, remember, food should be harvested all of the time. It shouldn't be growth cycles with food. If you have a growth cycle associated with your food, you have to be very careful. Food needs to be something that is at your fingertips all the time. So we don't wait at Torpedo Pod. We've grown in this planter 4 heads of cabbage, and we've had the leaves on them turn out to be 1 feet wide, so they can grow your plants. The question is, you have to find out how and what type of growth you're looking for. So right now we're about to harvest, and so a lot of you say, well, Darrell, this this planter, it can't be much, because guess what? You can eat this up in 1 day. And you know what? You're probably right. You could probably eat that planter up in 1 day with no problem, right? I agree with you. But I don't want you to harvest like that. Listen, I want you to get a little bit, the biggest and the baddest off each planter. So I'm about to form my morning meal. I'm going to have some onions. I'm going to have some peas. And with the peas that you see down below, I'm going to have kale. Down a little bit further down to all of the planters that I have, and then I'm going to harvest my flat parsley. So I'm going to get some of that. And then the calabari, these leaves look young. I'm going to have some mint tea. So I'm going to have me a glass of mint tea with my honey. And then what I'm going to do is look at the leaves of these right here, celery. And I'm going to pull me off some celery to go with my meal. Oh, by the way, I want a little bit more greenery. I love the red cabbage. See how beautiful that is? That's beautiful red cabbage. Let me something even more beautiful. Kohlrabi. That is such a beautiful, beautiful. So what we're going to do is that we're going to cut off all of the major leaves. And I'm going to have me a nice, scrumptious meal of different types of plants and herbs. Oregano. And guess what? Dill. And other various herbs that we can use in our garden. And so my meal will not consist of me gouging everything 1 day, but I'm replenishing at such a rate that it's able to hold me off. And guess what? And when I'm cooking this, or when I'm just blanching it, or whatever I'm doing to prepare my meal, you're not just eating this, you might eat something else with it. Some other starchy food like a potato, quinoa, or something else. Darrell Addison, torpedopont.com. Darrell Addison at torpedopont.com.